The story behind Jamia Riyadhul Jannah is a very simple story. The story is we wanted to have a place for the community to come together, not just for prayers, but a place where we can sit down together, discuss our issues, problems, plans, needs, and then see how can we help each other, how can we resolve our issues, how we can train our youth to live in a non-Muslim environment and still being a Muslim.
My name is Mohammed Munir Subhani, and I'm a pharmacist by profession. And I'm living in the GTA for the last 45 years, and I can see how the Muslim community is growing rapidly in this GTA, and Mississauga, Scarborough, and all those places. This group is one of the very good group. The last 10 years I have been involved with this group, and then I can see the activities and all kind of things. So, and I can see that lots of professional, non-professional people joining in this group. So I joined this group, and now I am becoming president of this group.
The Islamic Society of Canada has seen tremendous growth in the past several years. Every day, new Muslims are coming to Canada, and we're expanding in numbers. Mississauga is one of the most populated cities in all of Canada, especially among Muslims. It has a population of around 700,000 people, the 6th largest in Canada. There are about 50,000 Muslims living here, making up nearly 7% of the total population.
We have been working in GTA for the last 16, 17 years. Before the establishment of Jamia Riyadhul Jannah, I used to have a Dars Quran program on bi-monthly basis in TL Kennedy School. And we have been doing that program for the last almost 14 years. And then within the last almost 3.5 years, we established this Jamia Riyadhul Jannah. Now we have our own place where we can just not do a religious activity, but we have sports facilities, and we have future plans to expand it, and not to make it just a masjid or mosque, but a place where really we can serve our community, not only just the Muslim community, but the broader community of GTA area.
Inshallah, by the grace of Allah, our short-term goals currently are we are working on a full-time Hifz classes for boys and girls. We have a very efficient Imam Sahab. He's come all the way from UK, Maulana Ibrahim Sahab, and Maulana Nadeem Sahab, who's been teaching kids for full-time Hifz classes. At the same time, these kids, when they come for classes, we also provide them with recreation facilities for sports.
Throughout the past several years, we have strived to create new programs, clubs, events, and celebrations that connect us to each other and help build a stronger community. At the core of our organization are 3 key ideals: to establish a caring, helpful Muslim community, to inspire our youth and motivate them to take actions that enrich their lives and develops their confidence, to communicate the message of Allah and our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
Unfortunately, the concept of mosque in our time has changed. If you go back, during the time of Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam, the concept of mosque was quite different what we have today. Today, the concept is that the masjid is a place where you come for 5 prayers and you pray 5 Jummah prayer, and then you fast in the month of Ramadan, and very typical, very religious place. Religion is not about worshipping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala at a certain time, a certain month, or certain nights and days. Religion is all about how do we live. Islam is a way of life. Islam is not just a bunch of rituals that you perform at a certain place and call it masjid. During the time of Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam, masjid was sort of a president house. Masjid was a prime minister house. Masjid was a community center. Masjid was a place of negotiation. Masjid was a place of worshipping. Masjid was a place where people could come and learn about Islam. Masjid was a place where women could come, where men could come, where the Muslims could come, non-Muslim could come. It was the center of the entire community.
In order to accomplish this, the organization of the mosque has dedicated a huge amount of time and resources to providing daily prayers, Friday prayers, and enriching sermons about the way of Allah. Our mission is to establish what the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ envisioned as the ideal mosque, a place where Muslims can gather to worship Allah, learn to live the way of the Prophet, and achieve success in every dimension of their lives.
Our long-term goals in the next 5 years, our first thing is to provide an Islamic school based on Ontario curriculum.
In future, the mosque will become a Jamia or a school of not only learning, to get all kind of knowledge and all kind of education which the Ontario government is providing into their schools, and as well as a practicing Muslim, they have to learn the Islamic values and Islamic prayer and all the adab and rituals.
My advice to youth, Muslim youth in Canada is that don't be confused. Don't be ashamed to be a Muslim. Yes, we know there are problems within the Muslim community that causes a huge stereotyping, negative image of a Muslim and Islam. But as a Muslim, as a proud Canadian, you should be proud of yourself that Allah has made you Muslim. We can be the best Canadian and we can be the best Muslim. So, my advice to you is practice your religion openly, frankly, to the best of your abilities, and still obey the laws of this country and be faithful to this country.
We are in the beginning of another great year for Jamia Riyadhul Jannah. 2013 is set to be our best year ever. We have so much that we are currently working on and that we have planned for this year. We also have so much planned for developing the mosque itself. Our vision is to establish a location that is accessible to everyone and provides a peaceful place to learn and to pray. We envision that this mosque will act as a community center where people from all around, Muslims and even non-Muslims alike, can come together and work towards their goals with the blessings of Allah. A central hub that includes worship, recreation, education, networking, and community.
Alhamdulillah, today we are celebrating the birth of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Today we are here to remember our beloved Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And I love Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. I admire him. I love him from the bottom of my heart. And I want our youth to love Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, to be the best Muslim in this society. We are representing Islam. If we do not behave good, if we do not behave responsibly, if we do not behave the way we be supposed to be behaving, then it's not the problem with Islam, it's the problem with us. My final thought is that Jamia Riyadhul Jannah is the place, inshallah, where you come, learn those etiquettes and manners and adab that you need to learn to be the best Muslim and to be the best lover of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Awliya Allah, righteous people, good people. We are not be-adab people. We are people of adab. And there is not any other place than Jamia Riyadhul Jannah where you can learn best adab.
In order to achieve our vision, we need your help. We need to raise money today to keep our mission going and to move closer to our collective vision. We kindly ask that you help us so that we can help you. And together, we will work to achieve a stronger, more caring, and closer Muslim community and make our Prophet and Allah proud of us Muslims here today.